What's up, guys?
On today's episode, we'll be talking about
Boy Scouts of Blue Springs,
information on math tutoring after school,
what you can expect from the weather this week,
a peek into the environmental science classes.
All this and more on this week's episode of GVTV.
So stay tuned.
How's it going, Green Valley?
I'm Rylie Weimer.
And I'm Courtney Crowder. For a long time, Boy Scouts have provided our community with a program that teaches our youth the importance of teamwork,
as well as the basic skills that could help them in emergencies.
Let's learn some more about that.
There's back in my elementary years, there's like that one presentation of stuff at that back to school night. It's seemed like fun, so I just joined. I might have not been as interested as I thought, but I still got the job done, kind of thing. But yeah, like at some points, there's a lot of fun that can go in Scouts.
When I went into the military back in 1965, and I was going through boot camp, and we were getting ready to go Vietnam, the boys that came into the military had no skills whatsoever. And it was my opportunity to teach them many of the things that I learned in Scouts.
You may think that you're never going to use the skills that you learn in scouting, but someday you'll find yourself in a situation, and if you stay calm and just remember what you've learned in your training, you can handle whatever the situation calls for.
Setting an example of leadership and setting an example of how to be a good person, kind of thing.
When they become adults, they've already had skills that most other young men don't have. They've had leadership skills, they've had crafts, they've had skills about fixing things that are broken, and I think they make good citizens because they have a Scout spirit in their heart.
What I plan for the future, I plan on growing our younger generation, and so that they can become what I have achieved.
They're going to meet great friends, they're going to get to do awesome adventures, and to not have a chance at that because somebody didn't understand what scouting was about and they had a misconception, that's unfortunate for the boys who don't get to ever try to be involved in scouting. So I'd like every boy to get a chance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Boy Scouts of America is a program that has successfully created great leaders, great Americans, great citizens. I have young men coming back to my house all the time, 10 and 12 years after they've been Scouts here. And Mr. Shamble, we had so much fun, I learned so much. So my conclusive statement is that even though the young men that are here, the young boys that are here don't know what they're learning, they learn it. When a young man becomes a Scout, if it's only for a week and then he never comes back, all his life he will remember that he was a Scout. When the opportunity comes up, he will talk about being a Scout. But the most important part is that almost all of them will have some of that Scout spirit left in their heart. And if they've been here for a career in Scouts, like all the way through high school, all the way through Eagle, we don't work on it, we don't run a troop to make Eagles. We help the boys if they want to become an Eagle. If they make a long term out of it, they are sensational citizens.
For more information, visit the Boy Scout Troop 692's website.
Hey, have you heard about the end of the year plant sale coming up?
Yeah, I stopped by the greenhouse last week. Students in environmental science classes are working hard to prepare their plants for the end of the year sale.
Mrs. Donovan has been working to educate her students about agriculture and botany all year.
If you're interested, email Ms. Donovan at the email at the bottom of the screen. Now to Melina for the weekly weather report.
It's raining. Thanks for the weather, Melina.
Sounds like summer's on its way.
I hope so. I've been, getting ready.
Yeah, right. Maybe work on your grades of that, let's hear about the math tutoring opportunities from Bhakti Patel.
My grades are...
So can you just tell us about how the math tutoring work after school a little bit?
So after school, you can check the schedule, and it'll be either Miss Carver, Mr. Starks, or Mr. Weinberg, and you can go in their room. They'll ask you what you're working on, whether that's assignments or retaking, or if you're taking a test, and they can help you out with whatever. Be ready to have questions.
Is there a certain time that you have to go, like after school or before school?
So it's always after school, from right after school until 3:55, and you can go in any increment of time. So if it's quick help, you can go for like 15 minutes, or you can go for the whole hour and a half.
This is Bhakti Patel reporting from GVTV.
Yeah. I'll look into that.
All right, you do that.
Okay, guys, that's all we have for this week.
Stay tuned for another episode soon.
For your information, my grades are fine.
Okay, Courtney.
Coming up soon.
Just a finish. No, because they all finish the So you could say
Recording. I need a new crew. You guys suck. Get me a new crew. I will fire you. Shut up, everyone. Oh, are we still going?
Yeah.
Jordan, I will do ASMR until your earlobes explode. I will not hesitate.
I don't think that's interrupting that.
Do you guys remember?